not even in the frame, love that. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year friends. I hope you had a beautiful and safe holiday season. Today it is the 7th of January, although this might go up on the 8th, I'm not sure. And we're gonna make my vision board for the year together. I do this every year. I was inspired a few years ago by Amber Scholl, who does hers every year as well. And if you can see behind me, I've still got my last year's one up, which was amazing. Most of the things on that one happened, so I'm praying for the same thing to happen with this year's one. And yeah, I've got a few different things that I want to do this year that will be going on my board and making it in a different angle. So yeah, that's it. I'm just going to start by cutting out everything and placing it sort of on the board. I'm using the same size, but I'm just flipping it up the other way. I fear my camera might die, and also the sun is going to go very soon. So if this cuts to tomorrow when it's glued on, just bear with me. This year I'm using black, so I'm going to be doing it this way. I've got 2 sheets of paper together. I've got all of my inspiration photos here. There's 4 pages, so it's going to go nicely onto this, I hope. I've also got some stuff from magazines that I hoard until the day that I want to use them, so they'll also be going on. If the camera dies, I'll just continue using my phone to sort of show you guys where I'm at. So yeah, I'm going to put all of the things that are already cut over here and then just start cutting out the new ones. Scissors. I've also got a bin, my Sephora bag bin. But yeah, so we're going to start now. I always like to sort of discuss what people are manifesting this year. So this year I'll be doing a few different things. Obviously I still want to travel as per usual and all that fun stuff, make more money, etc, etc. One of my goals this year is to post a video, a long form video on YouTube every week. I've said that I'm going to do that many times before and have failed to do, but I feel like this year's the year. So drop in the comments what you guys are also trying to do this year, and we can all share and be each other's motivations. My dog is outside crying. I'm sorry if you can hear her. She's just being a bit of a sook today, but she'll be inside soon because she just ate her dinner, so we like to let her sort of roam around. One of the things, one of the things I'm going to do this year is post a video every week on my YouTube channel and hopefully be a bit more active on my other social media. So if you want to follow along with the journey, you can just hop over to my Instagram or TikTok. They'll both be down below. Another thing that I want to do is get a new job with a big pay rise. Not a big pay rise, maybe just a one that I deserve. I think it's definitely something that I have been trying to manifest. That was one of the things that I didn't get last year from my board, which is fine because so many of the other things that I did on there were amazing and beautiful, and I just am so grateful. Last year, what did I put on my board last year? I put on Turkey last year. I really wanted to go to Turkey, and I had booked already. I'd booked Europe, I think, for the European summer in February, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go to Turkey, and in the end I obviously did, and it was literally like the most amazing experience of my life. I love Turkey. I did like Cappadocia, Istanbul and Olympos, where I got to stay in these beautiful tree houses. If anyone's going to Turkey this year, please try and get your way down to Olympos and stay at Bayram's tree houses. It literally, I met so many of my like now good friends there, and it just really goes to show that like solo traveling is so much fun, even when you are like getting on, I guess. But yeah, I just love it. It was actually one of the best things I've ever done, and I'm so happy that I did and got to do that last year and made it happen for myself. I also wanted to talk about how I sort of actually achieve things when I like make a vision board, and because I think it's sort of something that people, you know, it's fun to make the board and stuff and, you know, do a bit of craft and DIYs and really get inspired, but it's like another thing to actually do the things that are on the board. And I think that's probably where a lot of people get stuck every year or month, because I make monthly ones as well. But yeah, it's probably an area I would think that people get a bit stuck in. So I guess I'll just share like how I do mine, and then you guys can, I guess, drop your suggestions or tricks in the comments as well, if you want to share with everybody. But so the way that I do mine every year, I make a list of 100 things that I want to do in a year, and fully knowing that I'm probably not going to be able to do all 100 things, which is, you know, it's fine. That's the reason is just to be inspired, right? And then I will come to my journal, and I will then break down that list into 4 sections, so 3 month like packages, and then sort of give myself a 12-week guide on how to do it. I think a lot of people do this actually, and it's called the 12-week year, and I really want to look more into how to properly structure myself to do that. But I've sort of been doing it that way for a little while now, and it seems to work the best. And then I think the biggest thing for me is like you actually have to take active action towards what you want to do. And you know, you don't have to necessarily do that every single day, but you have to at least do it, you know, a couple of times a week, if not 4 to 5 times a week. You need to actively be working towards the things that you want, because otherwise it's like you're putting all these nice pictures on, you know, a piece of cardboard, and you're not actually doing anything to make them happen. Like, things don't just come to you, right? So that's one thing. The other thing that I like to do is I like to put things on my list and on the vision board that I know that I'm going to do. And it's not everything, but it's like, it's definitely a sort of cheap trick to be able to, you know, stay motivated, because sometimes I feel like when I can't tick things off, I get demotivated, right? So I feel like when there are things there that I know that are going to happen and that I'm going to achieve, it makes it a bit easier to sort of, you know, get up and do the other stuff. So that's another thing. And then I guess the best thing that I find is also put things on there that like you're going to have fun with, not just, you know, get straight A's or make $100,000 or whatever your goal may be. Like, do things like, you know, like one of my things this year is see Shakespeare in the Park, which is like a thing that happens in Melbourne, where a theatre company puts on a Shakespeare play every year over the summer in our botanical gardens, and it's like a moonlight theatre, and it's just really beautiful, and you know, it's just something that I can have fun with. And then another one that I've got is read a book a week, which I've had that challenge before and failed and I failed my reading challenge last year, but you know, it's just like sort of, it's there to inspire me to pick up a book, right? To actively read. It's not there for me to just power through 52 books in a year. It's there for me to actively choose to read rather than like scroll through my phone or procrastinate and do something ridiculous. And yeah, I think it's good to do things that you enjoy as well, and I think that's important to life, not just to planning and goal setting. But yeah, what else have I got on here this year? I want to run a marathon this year. I ran a half marathon about a month ago, and that was one of my goals for last year, so I did it right at the end of the year, cutting it fine a bit. Did it, and it felt amazing to have done it, and I'm really proud of myself for that. So this year I'm going to try and run a full marathon. You know, I'm not really putting a date on it. I think I want to do it, you know, obviously before the end of the year, but I think the goal that I'm sort of setting myself loosely is October. And yeah, so I'll be doing that, hopefully the Melbourne Marathon in October sometime, although I know it is becoming a balloted event, so it might not be October, but it'll be around then, hopefully. What else do I want to do? Another thing that I'm putting on my board this year is, I want to share too much because some of them are very personal. I want to start doing piano lessons again. That was one that I wanted to do last year, but I just didn't have the time or the funds to do it, so that's another thing. I want to start piano again. I really love that's one of the childhood hobbies that I just didn't continue on as an adult, and I really would love to do that. So that's one other thing. I want to be able to do the splits this year. That's something that I've got on my list. One that I'm already doing. I'm graduating from my master's this year. I've got no coursework left. I just got my internship subject, which I already have basically completed because I've got a job in my field. So I'm a journalist for one of the major papers in Melbourne where I live. So that is definitely happening because I've obviously already completed the internship. I just have to fill out the forms basically, and then I can graduate in May. So graduation is on this board as well. Another thing is I have wanted to go to Japan for a really long time, and a friend of mine and I booked a trip last year. It was really like spur of the moment. He was like, hey, like I've seen this really good deal for Japan, do you want to book it? I said, book it right now, let's go. So that's another thing that I am putting on the board that is already going to happen. Oh, another thing that I've put on my board this year is to take myself on a date once a month and go on a hike once a month. That's another thing that I really would love to do. I want to go to at least 5 museum exhibits or art galleries this year. I think that's really important to be. Hello people, welcome back. Sorry, the camera died yesterday, like I thought it would. Anyway, like I said previously, I just finished gluing everything down yesterday. I can't remember what I was talking about. However, I have attached it to the wall. I'll show you what it looks like in its final form, and yeah. So this is where it sits, right obviously next to my bed, so that when I wake up and go to sleep I can look at it straight away and see all the different things. Ignore my ugly hands. But yeah, so I've got Vogue there because the company that I work for publishes Vogue, and I want to be in it this year. I want to travel, obviously, hike more this year. I think I spoke about it earlier. I'm traveling. I've got some quotes that I love there, some content creation stuff. Down here is journaling, reading, I'm always protected, some more meditation stuff. I've got the health stuff up here as well. But yeah, so basically that is the vision board this year. And my little moon. I love the sun and the moon there. Isn't that so cute? There it is. And I'm just sitting on my bed. But yeah, I can go through more of how I make my list and what I sort of do to keep myself on track. If any of you would like, just chuck it in the comments below. I'm happy to chat. I love chatting about stuff like this because planning and manifestation and vision boarding and all that stuff, and really just getting into a good mindset of things that I find really important in my life, and I love chatting to people that also find it important. So yeah, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, it's obviously for free. Drop a comment down below if you make a vision board and what some of your goals for this year are. And yeah, I don't even know what else to say. This is week 1 of 2024 done, and there it is, the gorgeous vision board. I might add to it. I've got a calendar that I'm going to put next to it. I've just written it out. I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a beautiful rest of your day. I will see you all next week with something different, something new, something unusual. Not sure what I'm posting yet. Gotta make the plan tomorrow. Rest assured I will have a full set of nails again. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.